Now, spring rolls remind me of an Asian burrito, right? Except that spring rolls are like teeny tiny versus the burrito, like a Mexican burrito is like this big old gigantic mass of food. And so today I'm like, spring rolls are just so delicious. Let's make it into a burrito size, okay? Now, I've seen this on TikTok. It has been done. I have the spring roll wrappers and they don't make any that are huge to make one burrito. So we're actually gonna put a few of these together to form a big tortilla, okay? Now, for the protein today, I'm using chicken. You can use beef, you can use shrimp, you can use tofu, or even just extra veggies, okay? The first thing we're gonna start off with is cooking our chicken, move over to the stove. It's gonna be plain Jane because this is not gonna be the star of the show. What's gonna really bring all the flavor is the dressing. Now for the chicken, we're gonna keep it pretty plain Jane. It's just seasoned with a little salt and pepper. Okay, and mine are kind of thick. I might actually cut them down a little because these are gonna be just really thin pieces. I do want to add the chicken. This is not, obviously, this is not a must, but I do want it to be high protein. And so the chicken is what, you know, is my protein of choice for today, but it tastes really, really good with shrimp. I love it with shrimp. I just don't have any. So once this is done, then we're gonna assemble. And guys, I'm telling you, this dressing is one that you can use for spring rolls. You can use it for different Thai salads. It is so flavorful. You're literally gonna wanna make a huge tub of it. Okay, so I made myself a quick matcha while our chicken is cooking. Guys, I am a matcha fanatic, and if you are too, this one from Peak is literally the absolute best. I mean, this is literally crafted by Japanese masters. It is ceremonial grade. If you're someone that can differentiate the taste from like a good or bad, this one here is going to blow your mind. I have never had a matcha this good. It is smooth. It's just so refreshing. Not only is it rich in chlorophyll, but it helps curb your cravings. If you're someone that like midday, you start having like massive cravings, make yourself a green tea matcha and watch what it does. I'm telling you, it has made a world of a difference for me. I drink a matcha every single day and it helps as my midday pick me up. I'm telling you, it gives me a boost of energy. It helps curb my cravings and I genuinely just enjoy it. So if you want to taste the best tasting matcha you will ever try in your life, you can actually get 20% off for life plus a free starter kit. Okay, so this is pretty much done. It's cooked for about 5 minutes. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and slice it, okay? Now you can dice it, cube it, whatever you want. I just feel like slices look really nice and I don't know, just a personal preference. Okay, chicken is done. We'll make our sauce right after. Now for the spring rolls, I just picked this up at my local Whole Foods and we're going to use 4 of them, okay? Now, here you go. We have our rice paper. We are going to quickly dip it in the water very quickly and pull out. Okay, so it's gonna feel hard, but don't worry, it gets soft. This is a recipe that you wanna move a little quicker, but I just learned online, to be honest with you. I learned online, follow the videos, they always work. TikTok and Instagram never fail me. So, look at that. Okay, so now it's the size of like a huge tortilla, right? Like, you know those humongous tortillas that they use at restaurants to make these burritos that literally look like a mini baby? That is what we're making here, okay? Now, the first thing we're gonna do is add our lettuce. So you want your greens down at the bottom and you're gonna put them right in the middle. Now for the veggies, you can add whatever you want. A traditional spring roll is gonna have cucumber, it's gonna have some carrots. I've seen bell peppers. I always love adding, you know, some red bell peppers in there. Okay, we have some purple cabbage. You could also add red onion. I just didn't have any today, but red onion would be so good in here. And then I did my cucumbers. Look at this. Okay, so this is going to be, we have a lot of fiber here. We're gonna have a lot of protein and we're gonna do the healthy fats with the sauce. So very, very balanced meal. Now, look at this. We add our carrots. We have our egg white noodles. So our vermicelli noodles, which are really popular in some versions of spring rolls. They're not in all, but I don't want to go too heavy on that because now I'm scared it's not going to close. And now we're going to do cilantro. Okay. Let's do a little cilantro there. It's bringing me back to my roots. I used to make burritos all the time. Just a little tip. If you're gonna make a spring roll, one thing that you don't wanna forget is the mint, okay? The mint really, really gives you that authentic spring roll taste. So I'm just gonna kind of break it up, toss it in here. Now, avocado. Okay, let's see, you never know. Avocados are like playing Russian roulette. You never know what you're gonna get. Fingers crossed. Woo! Look at that. Okay, so that avocado deserves an award. Okay. So as you can see, the protein here, it is just an option because it is not necessary. You can see how you can fill this baby up with nothing but veggies. Now, let's go in there with our proteína. We need some protein in here. And I'm just gonna kind of put it here on the side. I am really afraid of this not closing. So now let's go ahead and roll this up like you would a Mexican burrito. So now what I'm gonna do is fold over. Okay, so we fold over one side. And the rice paper is delicate, but not that delicate, okay? It's not like glass. You can make it work, even if you don't have experience rolling this stuff up. So now, I'm just gonna take this and fold it back. Okay, and we're gonna twist this and fold it back. And here you have her. Look at this. This is definitely the biggest, okay? The biggest spring roll that I have ever seen in person. So I love that I left the avocado on top. I feel like it looks very fresh, very beautiful. It's giving me like healthy girl vibes. It's giving me like, I don't know. It's just giving me like I'm in my health girl era. Okay. So there you go. That is how easy it is to make like the ginormous, like this is the easiest way to make a huge Asian burrito. Okay. AKA a giant spring roll. Now what we're gonna do is put together the sauce. You can do a tahini base. I'm actually gonna go a peanut butter base. Just get your favorite peanut butter, and most of the ingredients you pretty much have at home. All right, we are popping a new peanut butter here. With peanut butter, just make sure that it just has peanuts and salt, because sometimes you can get some crazy ingredients like hydrogenated oils and sugar and palm oil. Just peanuts, that's it. Peanuts and salt is all we need for this. And I do have a recipe for this, but we're just gonna eyeball it right now. I've made this so many times, and I'm gonna make enough for my family because they love when I make spring rolls. So we have the peanut butter, and then I do tamari or like a gluten-free soy sauce. I actually have a gluten-free soy sauce right here, so we'll just do that. But you can also use tamari, which is the same. It's basically just soy sauce without the wheat. Okay, and you can use either apple cider vinegar or rice vinegar. I like rice vinegar, but if I don't have it, then I'll use the apple cider vinegar. So we have that, and we have some ginger. So you can do a little ginger powder, or if you have like some fresh minced ginger, then do that. But you need it. I like it. I mean, if you don't like a certain ingredient, then don't add it. You're the one that's gonna eat, you're gonna eat the sauce. And then we're gonna do just a little bit of some toasted sesame oil, a little spice. And then for sweetener, you can do whichever sweetener you typically use, okay? So if you do regular sugar, use that. You can do honey. Today I have this here, so I'm just gonna use a little bit of maple syrup. And if I still feel like it needs some sweetness, then I'll just add a little bit of stevia. But I just like the taste of like just a natural sugar for something like this. So it's gonna be a little thick, and then you can just add a little water, okay? And I don't like mine too thick, so I will just keep adding a little bit of water until it gets to the consistency I want. Look at that. So this is more or less the consistency that I like. I like it to still be nice and thick, but not too thick where it's almost like a paste. I don't want that. I've honestly made this so many times, I can eyeball it, but I do have an official recipe, so don't worry, it'll be in the description below. So now let's go ahead and we need to cut into that. We need to cut into that giant spring roll. So let me move this out of the way and then we will do the reveal. All right, here goes, moment of truth. Let's see how it looks inside. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look beautiful? I love it. Look at all those veggies, all those colors. It's like the rainbow. You know, I feel like whenever you eat colorful foods, it just makes you feel better. All right, and now for the official dunk. Oh my God, that looks so crazy. Okay, I don't even know where to take a bite from. It's so huge. All right, cheers. So good. I could probably only eat half of this. Probably add a little more avocado, but guys, this is so delicious. You have to make this. If you love spring rolls, make it with the sauce because the sauce is everything. It literally gives it all the flavor. Okay, this was a hit. I have to say, a spring roll burrito is better than a spring roll. It's just like you have a bigger version of something that's already so delicious. So like, how can you go wrong? No, this is a hit. This is a yes. I would just try it with maybe different meats, a little, maybe some steak, maybe some shrimp, maybe even some crispy tofu. That would be so good. But this is definitely a crowd pleaser. The sauce, everything, I will leave that linked in the description below. I usually have all the recipes down there for you, so make sure you check that out. I also have my meal plan. So if you are on a weight loss journey, you don't know where to start, my meal plan is going to be linked in the description below as well. But thank you so much for being here. I love you. I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.